So now we actually get to do reflection. You might be thinking, well, Tony, this all sounds great, but what the fuck do I do here? This is one of the many tools in the app and one of your non-negotiable standards you're going to complete every single day. So on the app dashboard, it's literally the second thing you see on your mobile. We have underneath our AM journal, our PM reflection. And you might be one of the great clients who's gone ahead and done this early, but this is going to be your action step for the video. So I want you to navigate to the app and open up the PM reflection. And in here, we're going to track our scores. We're going to bring self-awareness to what happened today, and we're going to actually get clarity on what's going on. So the first question is, what is your energy score for today? It's a 0 to 10 score. You're going to type in a number for your energy score, anywhere from 1 to 10, okay? And you can do 0.5, 0.75. Now in the future, you might be watching this and there'll be a slider here where you can choose a number. That'll be in a later version of the app. Excuse me. The second question is going to be, what is your peace score for today? So 0 is terrible. You had no peace and it was absolute chaos. And 10 is you're a Buddhist monk, complete peace. So what is your peace score for today? For me, it's a 7. The next question is going to be, what is your purpose score for today? 0 is you have zero direction or purpose. And 10 is you're on purpose. You feel aligned. You feel like things are just moving exactly as they should be. So that's an 8 out of 10 for me today. The next question is going to be, what is your present score for today? So 0 is you're anxious and stressed, you're focused about the future, you're worried about the past. 10 is you're living in the moment, you're completely present. So that's a 7 for me today. And the next question is, what is your productivity score for today? So you're going to reflect. A 0 is you got procrastinated, got nothing done today. A 10 is you got shit done today. So mine's like a 9 today because I've been recording these videos. The next question is, what is your joy score for today? So 0 is you're depressed, you can't get out of bed. A 10 is you feel pure joy. You're just so connected, like a 4-year-old just loving life. So my joy score is a 7.5 today out of 10. The next question on this list is going to be, what is your connection score for today? Okay, so 0 is you have no connection whatsoever. You don't feel connected to anyone or anything. And 10 is you feel a deep connection. And 10 is you feel a deep connection with your partner, with your loved ones, etc. So I'm going to do an 8, even though I haven't spent much time with my family today. Now, the next question, by the way, my scores are behind my face here, so I'll move that in a later video. Next one is, what is your overall score for today? So I'm going to give myself an 8. Was it a terrible day, 0, or was it a 10? It was a great day today. And then we're going to ask ourselves, how did you feel today? Remember, your feelings and your thoughts and your actions drive everything. So I like to click on this little T there, and I like to do bullet points for how I'm feeling today. So how did I feel today? What did I do personally? So I woke up feeling energized and on fire. And I'm just going to post mine here. I'm going to pause this video and then I'm going to show you my final. So you can see here I've written, I woke up feeling energized and on fire. I felt frustrated as fuck because I failed at CrossFit. I didn't complete the workout and felt guilty and ashamed. I will make up for my reps tomorrow. I felt super wired all day with nicotine and caffeine. I felt spread thin doing the course content combined with meetings and 3 calls. I feel proud of myself for doing the work required. I didn't eat and skipped my walk. I feel tired at the end of the day. So that's how I felt today and what I did personally for myself. So I'm going to click on send there for that question. The next question is, what happened in your relationships today? Who are you with? What did you do? So in here, I'm going to write down what I did with my wife, my kids, or did I not spend time with them? What did I do in my relationships and in my balance today? So I'll fill this out now. So this took me about 30 seconds to write. I spent no time with my family. I'm finishing work around 4:30 p.m. and I get to be present with them. I feel guilty for working so much as I'm not spending much time with my family. I get to be present with my daughters after work, despite my mind going a million miles an hour. Now on the weekend, what I wrote was, I spent the whole day with my family. I took Talia to the beach. I was present with my daughters and we had lots of fun. So all I'm doing here is answering the question, what happened in my relationships today? Reflect. And who were you with and what did you do? And a lot of the time you're going to find out you did nothing with your family and loved ones. So write it down. That is reflection, which allows us to learn and grow and course correct if we notice a trend where every night we're writing the same thing. So I'm going to send that off there for that question around relationships and balance. Now, this question is really important. Triggers. Was there anything that challenged or triggered you today? If there was, who or what, and go into detail. If nothing, type NA. So I definitely had some triggers today. I'm going to go to my bullet points again and write out what those were for today. So you can see I've written here, the app had more bugs and the chat was broken for a lot of men. We've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this app, millions actually. I felt triggered at myself for booking calls when I should have been doing deep work. I felt super rushed and it was challenging to make time for myself amongst work. I found getting the work done in the time I had allotted very difficult. These are my answers here that I'm going to put down. Now, if somebody triggered you, your wife, your children, a team member, you want to write it down in here. What was challenging? What triggered you? Who triggered you? What triggered you? And go into detail here. Get it out of your head instead of holding it in. Just getting it out alone is going to lower the trigger and take away some of the charge that's holding you down. Now, the next question now begins to go into more of the planning side of things. Do you feel the desire to unpack an emotion or trigger in a reframe journal? Now, we're going to go into what a reframe journal is next week as we rewrite your narrative and rewrite your story. But if you feel like it's something you need to unpack or work through instead of holding on to it, then tick yes here. If the answer is no, tick no. It's a simple yes or no question. From here, we go into lessons and growth. What did you learn today? What do you wish to retain and recall? So for me, every morning I learn. I don't listen to my own words of wisdom. I listen to some property development courses that I'm going through, and I learned a lot. But a lot of it's stuck in my head and I don't remember it. So I'm going to sit here for 1 to 3 to 5 minutes and I'm going to try and recall the lessons that I had and write them down so they're stored somewhere. And that way I embed the lessons from the day. So watch how I do that right now. So you can see here I've written 2 lessons for myself and 2 from the course and the videos you just watched. So number 1, I learned about the different ways to look at development sites using the 3 websites. Statewide was the main lesson. That might not be relevant to you, but it is to me. I learned that I get to be stricter with my time and my meetings so that I can focus on higher level work. Today I was distracted recording these course videos for you by meetings, which I chose to put on my calendar. That's on me, right? And what I shared in the previous videos is where focus goes, energy flows, and there is no problem in my life I have not created or allowed. And I'm going to put that one actually down here because it applies to the meetings. So what did you learn today from the videos that you've watched? What did you learn about relationships, about work, about stress? Write down your lessons at the end of each day. Now, once you've asked that question, we're going to write down your wins. In a future version of the app, this is going to pull your tasks and achieved and done lists in here for you, which is a really cool feature. But for now, I'm going to write down bullet points of everything that I achieved today, and I'm going to try and find wins. We call this win stacking. What did you achieve today? As men, we're very good at focusing on what we didn't do and beating ourselves up. Powerful men, they stack their wins and their achievements. So these are my achievements for today. I got heaps of the course content done, 5 videos for week 1. I built all the slides, recorded the videos and exported them. I smashed it at CrossFit despite failing the workout. So I showed up, that's an achievement. I got out of bed and smashed all my standards despite not feeling like it and being tired. I was exhausted this morning, but I showed up and I did everything I'm teaching you. I had a meeting with Sam, Jesse, and brought on a new client. I changed a life and I consumed the property course video 3. So even though it was a busy day and a stressful day, I did get a lot done and I'm acknowledging that for myself. So I'm going to send that off. Now we finish with what can you do to improve tomorrow? So I'm going to write in here, go for my walks, eat my meals, finish work earlier. It doesn't have to be complicated. What are some simple things you can do to improve tomorrow? Write those things down. And then we're going to go to the final section. Have you got your day's most important tasks and do's planned for tomorrow? Are they scheduled? Now, we went through the most important tasks 2 videos ago. Now, if you haven't started scheduling these, that's fine. So it can just be a no or a yes. But we want to get to a point over the next few weeks where this is a yes. Before you switch off for the day, you look at your most important tasks, you look at your calendar, and you ask yourself, have I planned tomorrow today? Now, right now you haven't. We'll teach you how to do that in later videos. So for most of you right now, if you're watching this, it's going to be a no. For me, it's a yes. I've already planned my next day. Then it's going to ask me the final question. Are you ready to switch off, be present, and experience life? If you click no, you click no. If you click yes, you click yes. And that is your PM journal entry done. Now up the top right here, I can see all of my reflections every morning and every evening by date. I can download them and see what my scores are. And in a future version of the app, I can actually go into my Power Score stats section and you'll be able to see your peace score, your purpose score, your joy, connection, productivity, and you'll be able to see if those scores are going up or down, which is a really cool feature that will be launched maybe by the time you're watching this video. So that is your action step. I want you to go into the mobile app or onto the desktop app. It's on the dashboard. Click on your PM reflection, and your action step is to complete your first PM reflection. The steps are down below as per usual. And once you've done that, your new standard on top of your AM journal every morning, on top of your AM non-negotiable standards, your 8 non-negotiable habits, every evening now for the next 7 days, you're going to commit to hitting a 7-day power streak of your PM reflection. You're going to schedule it into your calendar. I'll show you how to do that in a later video. And you're going to get this done every day. If you're in bed and it's 9 p.m. and you haven't done it, pull out your phone. You're probably scrolling on anyway, and get your PM reflection done. Step number 1, go and complete your first PM reflection. Step number 2, commit to hitting a 7-day streak of your PM reflection. This is a powerful tool to look at every day, to plan the next day ahead, and to win. Go and complete your first PM reflection now.